So here's one of my Hugh Jackman scam baits, and this gets so stupid. The only way I can seem to get any scammers these days is if I purposely seek them out. You know, go to celebrity Facebook pages and look for them, and then I message them because they are not going to remember whether or not they commented to me, because they comment to everybody. So I said, "Wow, hi." He said, "Hello, how are you doing today?" I said, "Peachy. I have a question regarding you and Frank Sinatra's party the other night." "Calm down. We have to know each other before we can go into detail, okay?" I said, okay. He said, "Yeah, who are you?" I said, "My real name is Yura. Last name, Fagala." But I didn't tell him Fagala yet. "You're the one who commented to message you," so I did. "But you also commented that to multiple people. Are you one of my fan?" And he responds to, "But you also commented to that multiple people." "Yes, I did, lol. Just want to get to my fans and know how they feel about me." I said, "What else would I comment? I don't comment on pages of people I'm not a fan of." "Okay, thanks for your love and support. I really appreciate. How long have you been my fan?" "I don't know. I don't count the years." "Okay, so where are you from?" "Saturn Valley in Eagleland," which is a reference to the video game Earthbound. "Wow, nice to meet you." "Yep, you too." "Thanks. I don't do this, but I just want to get closer to my fans and know how they feel about me." Sure. I would like us to chat privately on a different platform." "I don't do Telegram. Nobody decent does after that shit with the creator. There's no point with the FBI, UN, EFCC watching it. I do Zangy." "Send your Zangy number." "I prefer single," which I was actually very confused on what the fuck single was. Pardon my French. "If you have it." I said, "Single? The fuck is single?" "I think you will find it in your app store." So I go and I actually look up the word single. All I can find is a dating app. I said, "You use a dating app to chat?" "No." I said, "You said single. The only thing under single is a dating app." "It's not a dating app. It's a private chat app. It's more safe for us to chat, okay?" I said, "Oh, I see. You're illiterate and meant signal." "Yeah, I prefer Zangy." "Okay, fine." I said, "Well, can't do anything unless you send a Zangy number. We'll go from there. Until then, toodles." "I and my management are trying to get rid of those imposters, and you have to follow my instructions in order to prevent them. So, do as I say." I said, "Do as you say? Who the fuck are you to tell me that I have to do what you say? You aren't my father." "Yeah, I know, but do it for your safety, okay?" I said, "You're telling me to download Signal for my safety? A totally anonymous app with no protection? That doesn't sound very safe." "It can sound uncomfortable for you, but you need to trust me." "Why? I don't know you to trust you." "And we are on the way of doing that. You have nothing to be scared of, okay? Just trust me on this." "Why can't you just get Zangy? I already have that." "It seems you don't believe me, and it breaks my heart." I said, "Well, you can think that if you like." "It's very clear," he tries. "Okay, doesn't affect me one iota. I'm sorry you feel that way. You see, I respect you a lot, and I just understand one thing, that you are a woman of your words. You hardly turn your back on a decision, right?" I said, "Right. And my decision is not to download Signal. Not happening. Here or Zangy, or we part ways. That's it. Those are your choices. The ball is in your court. Here is not safe, and Zangy is used by a lot of imposter." I said, "Then we part ways. See ya. I will give it a thought and get back to you." It is not yet time to say that when I said it's just time to part ways. "We have memories to build together." I said, "Yes, it is. You've said not here or Zangy. The only other option is I bow out of the chat. You made your decision." "Okay, fine. Zangy is okay." Sends me a Zangy number. So if any of you have Zangy and want to mess with him, this is apparently a new Zangy account, send me a message. So I do go over to Zangy with him, and it's not that exciting. So I'll get to that in a little bit. Later that day, this was last night, at 9:28, I get, hello. I said, hi. This is after we had been talking on Zangy. Thanks for the love and support. How are you doing today? It's like, sure, fine. Are you one of my fan? I decide what I'm going to do. Sure. He said, wow, great. Yep. I was just having a random check across profiles, and I found you. Where are you now? That's nice. Am here in New York. Good for you. Thank you for all the love and support you have been showing me on my page. I am highly honored, and I honestly can't thank you enough. So I said, thanks. Actually, I'm here texting a few people because I have come to know that there are a lot of imposters out here, especially on Facebook. And I want to pass few information to my fan. Smiling, sweating emoji. I said, okay. I decide at this point, I'm just going to be silly and pretend that I think he's real. Okay, you can ask me here. Have you ever trusted a fart and it betray you? Yes, sadly, he responds. Why did you ask that question? I said, I trusted a fart and it betrayed me. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one. If it happens to celebrities, then I don't feel so bad. Yes, you don't have to. I'm here to help you. I think I have chronic fartitis. It's awful. Sorry for that. And then trying to re-divert me back. For how long have you been my fan now? 11 years. This one time, in response to sorry for that, this one time it smelled like car exhaust. I was in an elevator. He says, sorry, dear. He says, wow, you've really been a great and loyal fan all these years. Can I trust you to keep our conversation private? So I responded, I promise I won't tell anyone about the fart that betrayed you. He said, okay, dear, where are you from? Again, I say, Saturn Valley in Eagle Land. Wow, great. What do you do for a living? I respond with, I'm an OBGYN, which reminds me, I have another question. He says, okay, go ahead and ask. I said, do you keep your yearly OBGYN appointments? You really should get your PAPs done to screen for cancer once a year. Yep, sure I do, he says. That's great, Hugh. Good. He says, yes, Rebecca. So, tell me, have you come across imposters? Yep, all the time. They're pretty easy to spot. Yes, hope you do know that you are talking to the real one now. Yep, I bet. Sure, with time, you will find out, he says. And then I respond, and how is that? Do you know my voice? I said, if you send me a voice singing Do You Love Me by the Contours, I'll have no choice but to believe you. He says, well, I will send you a voice note just for confirmation, my dear. I said, it really needs to be this. And then I sent him the song Do You Love Me by the Contours. Oh, okay, he says. I said, the real Hugh Jackman loves that song. It's his favorite, which I don't know if that's true, but he doesn't either. He said, lol, yes, I do. How about a voice note saying your name? I said, that one time he sang it with Frank Sinatra was lit. Oops, point of correction. I am Hugh, so don't say him, say me instead. I said, you're the one who insinuated that I didn't think you were real. I mean, you must get that a lot. From the OBGYN to Frank Sinatra's office, people probably have a hard time believing you. Yeah, I know, he responds. You should believe with the voice note. I said, I mean, if you really want to send it to me, then go ahead. I'm crossing my fingers for a great rendition of Do You Love Me by the Contours. I was really hoping that he would try to sing it himself, but that is not what I got. He said, lol, I will just talk instead. I said, you always sing it for journalists. It's because I'm not a camera, eh? But if you won't sing it, just say my favorite line from my favorite Toby Keith song. Quote, 'cause we'll put a boot in your ass. It's the American way. I was just trying to get something different to see if he would do it. He responds, yes, don't rush me about that. I will send it when I feel like. I said, okay, make it something good. He said, okay, dear. There is a voice note, but you've all heard it before. It's Hugh Jackman's voice saying, "Hello, Rebecca. I hope you know it's me, not the imposter, so I'm not going to waste your time." "Aw, you didn't say the line. Lame." He said, "Lol, next time." I said, "You better, or I'll actually have to question you." "Actually, could you sing your other favorite song?" "I don't want to sing songs now. Understand?" I said, "You said next time. I'm talking about next time. Look, if you're going to be speaking to one of your big singular fans, you have to expect career-oriented questions and allusions. When you sang this with Frank, it was so cool. The video I sent was Cherry Bomb by the Runaways." He said, "Yes, Kay, understand." I said, "What was it like performing with him? I hope the crowd wasn't dead." "They did seem a bit dead in the beginning, but they livened up when you got into it. Crowds can be tough. You see what I did there." He said, "It was great," smiley face. I said, "Nice. You and Frank are still really good friends, right?" "Sure, dear. I don't want us talking here because it's not safe." I said, "It's perfectly safe. Where else do you propose we speak?" "Actually, another question. Did you really get into a fight with Richie Valens? People say you did." And then he tells me he wants me to go to Signal Messenger. And I said, "I mean, you're a nice guy, so I imagine he started it, talking about him fighting with Richie Valens." "Yes, he did. And please, take it easy with the questions." I said, "Afraid I can't move to Signal. My phone is full." "Why, dear?" "Well, unless you want to stop talking to me, you'll have to find a way." I said, "Well, I guess we'll just have to stop speaking. I'll be okay." "Wow, it seems you really don't believe me." He tries the gaslighting. I said, "What, because I can't move apps?" "Give me 3 good reasons as to why here isn't safe, as you say." "I can do Zangy, but that's about it. I use that with my brother." "I can't talk there." I said, "Well, that's an absolute shame." "Why do you say so?" "I guess we will just have to part ways. If you can't give me 3 good reasons as to why Messenger isn't safe, and you can't do Zangy, and I can't do anything else, so I don't know what to tell you. I'll be sure to tell everyone that Richie started that fight, not you. Goodbye, Hugh. It was nice speaking to you." "You are seriously leaving?" "You said it wasn't safe here. There are no other options, so I fear we have no choice." He says, "I will give you reasons." I said, "But if it's not safe for you here, we don't have a choice." He says, "The first is because, scammers. The second is because of my management." And then I said, "I fear I'm no good for you anyways." He said, "And lastly, because I am deleting this page." I said, "Well, then I'm sorry to hear that." He says, "Yes, dear. You need to work with me so I can help you. You don't know the opportunity you have." I said, "So you can help me? With what? What do I need help with?" He said, "Any help you need." I said, "I don't need any help. I'm good on money. I may need therapy from the bear attack, but you are not a licensed therapist. You can't help me there." "Yes, I can. I think it really interesting talking to you." I said, "No, you can't. Only licensed therapists can help people with therapy. Otherwise, they can suffer an aneurysm and severe past life regression. That is not something I want to deal with. I may not be licensed, but I can help. Aneurysms are as scary as alligators and crocodiles." An Archer reference. "I know. Calm on. Just free up some space and download Signal." "I have too much porn, honestly." Lol, sticking his tongue out emoji. "But I refuse to get rid of it. I'm a porn hoarder." He said, "You will download it back." I said, "I have some rare Bertha Faye and Gilbert Gottfried. I don't know where I'd find it again. I could use the cloud, but I don't think that's very safe. Just find a way. I'm leaving here soon, and I still got more things to share with you." I said, "I'm afraid we'll just have to say goodbye then." "Why are you acting so hard?" He always says "so" with an extra O. "It's okay. I'm no good for you anyways. You can do better." He says, "Yes, I can." I said, "Acting hard? Then go do better." "Yes," he says. "What would you want with a porn-hoarding OBGYN anyways?" "I would want something with you." So that opened up the door. And I responded, "Tell me why. It ain't nothing but a heartache." And then I jumped. I mean, I'm into superstition, black cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition that this girl's going to make you fall. And then I continue. But you have so many relationships in this life. Only one or two will last. You go through all the pain and strife. You turn your back and they're gone so fast. So hold on to the ones that really care. In the end, they'll be the only ones there. I get it, I really do. But if I can't do Signal and you can't do here, we have no choice. But don't worry. Every night in my dreams, I'll see you. I'll feel you. That's how I know you'll go on. In response to Tell Me Why, it ain't nothing but a heartache, he said, no, don't say that. In response to my Hanson lyrics, he says, don't do that. I still want to speak with you. And then I respond, tell me why. It ain't nothing but a mistake. He said, mistake. I said, I would be a mistake. He says, no, you are not. How about you see me on a video calling your name? Would that be nice? I said, I will be okay if you go. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. Then I'm not going to let you go. I think you need someone to talk to and also share your problems with. I said, what good would a video call of you saying Rebecca do? He quickly responds, I can't video call you. I mean, it seems as though you're never going to give me up. You're never going to let me down. You're never going to run around and desert me. Trust me, he says. Yes, I would never do that. I said, that's nice. All of my love, all of my kissing. You don't know what you've been missing. Oh boy. Really, I wish you could this by downloading Signal. I said, again, I can't. I'm afraid we have to break it off. Maybe I will tomorrow. I need a night to think on it. He said, I don't want that to happen. How about Google Chat? Okay, it better, excuse me, if you tell me here tomorrow. I said, I don't have that. But I can make one, I'm sure. He said, you can get Google Chat, but you can't make Signal. And I realized my error. And I said, I didn't think I had an email for it. My phone came with Google Chat. It's an Android, which is far superior. He says, okay then. And then I said, can it be any email or does it have to be Gmail? Guess I'll find out. He says Gmail. And then this morning, he said, good morning, beautiful. I waited until 3:34 to say, hello, is it me you're looking for? Now, as you can see, I am blocked. And that is because I called him out on Zangy, which I will show you in another video.